Yo, Bloodstrike legends, welcome back to the channel. Or if you're new here, strap in. Today, we're diving into Shutter Island, the terrifying map where noobs go to die and cracked players are born. But instead of giving you the meta landing spots or a boring tier list, we're doing something better. We're psychoanalyzing you. Yeah, we're judging your favorite drop like it's a Tinder bio. Brutally, fairly, and with love. Let's go. If you love dropping at the residential area, you're not asking for much. You just want a peaceful 10 seconds to breathe, grab a weapon, maybe get enough Evo to upgrade your armor, then fight someone, like a civilized human. You're not trying to get hot dropped by a full squad named things like Sweat God 420 the second you touch the ground. But you also don't want to spend 5 minutes running through empty houses, searching for cash to buy a loadout you probably won't get a kill with. You're looking for balance. Not too sweaty, not too slow. Just a quick grab, a clean 1 versus 1, and a gunfight where both people actually have a gun. Water treatment plant? Oh, you're that player. You land as far away from the action as the game allows. If the plane's flying east, you're swan diving into the deep west like the rest of the map is radioactive. You don't want smoke, you don't want noise, you want solitude, a backpack full of loot, and a quiet little moment to yourself before chaos inevitably finds you. You're not hiding. You'll tell people you're rotating early or playing it smart. But let's call it what it is. You're looting in peace while your teammates are fighting for their lives. And somehow, you're always the last one alive. Not because you're the best, but because you're the most paranoid. You move like every bush has a sniper behind it, and you don't fire a shot unless you're 100% sure you're winning that fight. You're basically the squad's survivalist. You never have kills, but you always have gear, and that one gun no one else uses but you're cracked with. You're the ninja accountant of the squad. Calm, quiet, fully stocked, and terrifying when it matters. Water treatment players are like sleeper agents. 80% of the time you're looting, but when it's clutch time, you suddenly wake up, snap into kill mode, and wipe a trio like it's a morning chore. Boiler room. Let's be honest. It's basically prison's broke cousin, like it wants to be tough, gritty, and chaotic. But deep down, it knows it's the dollar store version of a hot drop. Still, Boiler Room gets love every single match. Why? Because it attracts a very specific type of player. The ones who love the chaos of sweaty drops, but are also traumatized by landing on prison's roof 4 times in a row with 0 guns, a backpack, and 2 dreams. Boiler Room is your revenge arc. You drop there because you still want the action, but you want it with a chance. A chance to pick up a gun before someone turns you into a highlight clip. And Boiler Room players? You're usually pretty skilled, not gonna lie. You got movement, decent aim, and a pretty good game sense. But here's the issue. You either get held back by your randoms who land late, loot your crates, and die with all the cash. Or you have this toxic habit of taking every fight like it's a personal challenge from the universe. 3-man squad on high ground, you're pushing. Sniper team watching the hill, you're peeking. Gas closing in, no armor, 12 bullets left, you're yelling, "We got this!" while sprinting directly at the fight. Boiler Room players don't avoid problems. They are the problem. And that's kind of respectable. You're not here to win pretty. You're here to brawl, trade, clutch. Every fight is an opportunity for you to sharpen your skill. Still, we need you. You're the heart of the team. You bring the energy, the chaos, and the occasional 1 versus 3 clutch that makes your squad lose their minds. You're the scrappy fighter. Underrated, unhinged, and somehow always top 10. Even after starting a fight with 17 squads for no reason. Prison. The one. The only. The trial by fire of Shutter Island. If you love dropping prison, congratulations. You've officially chosen violence as your love language. You don't want a fair game. You don't want warm-up time.
Don't want peace. I want problems, always!
You want to land on top of 5 other players and hope you hit a Uzi before you hit the floor. Prison players are built different. You don't care about long-term strategy. You don't care about rotating early or saving cash. You care about one thing, asserting dominance in the first 30 seconds of the match. And let's be real, prison isn't even about loot. Half the time you're scrambling around with a pistol yelling, "Where's the gun?" like a lunatic. Sometimes you find a SMG in a crate. Sometimes you find a single smoke grenade in a dream. But that doesn't stop you, because you're not here to loot. You're here to survive the thunderstorm. You've got cracked movement, sweaty fingers, and a sixth sense for audio cues. You've memorized every corridor, every stairwell, every roof angle, and yes, you will sit on the top floor waiting for a player to walk up the stairs. But here's the kicker. You're also the most cursed teammate to play with. Because once you win prison, you're bored. You've peaked. You're already pinging the next fight before your squad even finishes healing. You're dragging the team into a push with no ammo, and that one guy who's still looting 20 feet behind you, wondering where his team is. Also, prison players have this emotional attachment to the roof. If you don't land roof, you feel like the game cheated you. But let's be honest. Half the time, you land there and get absolutely nothing but a vertical view of your own death. Prison mains are like gladiators in a gun meta coliseum. You win or you die. But either way, you're gonna flex while doing it. And when you do survive, you leave that building with a weird amount of confidence, like full ego push mode activated. You're rotating like you're the final boss of the lobby, even though you've got 40 HP and 1 stim left. But that's the beauty of it. You don't just play the game, you live it. Prison is your kingdom, and you will go down defending that roof, even if it kills you, again and again and again. The port. If you're landing here, one thing's clear. You are not here to win. You're here to play. While the rest of the lobby is fighting each other out in prison or sweating in boiler room, you're gliding into port like you're headed to a beachfront Airbnb. You're not trying to fight, you're trying to exist. You land, loot 3 warehouses, find some cash, buy a loadout, then go, "Yeah, I'm good." Meanwhile, half the lobby's dead and you haven't even seen another player yet. These players are probably the most casual players in Bloodstrike. Processing zone. You were going for prison. Everyone was going for prison. But maybe you pulled late. Maybe you zoned out in the plane. Or maybe you just didn't want to land in the middle of 5 squads knifing each other on the roof. So you detour to processing. Grab a fast gun, maybe a grenade or 2 if you're lucky. And now, the mission changes. You're third-partying the chaos at prison. And honestly, it works. The processing zone start is low-key one of the smartest plays if you're confident in your movement. You let the prison squads wear each other down, and then you roll up like the cleanup crew with full health and a loaded SMG. And hit that like button if you've ever died before you could even finish looting. And don't forget to subscribe, because we're almost at 3,000.